Now on 4 News Now at 6, families across the inland Northwest are on the move for Thanksgiving. We're tracking travel conditions and the best tips to help you get to your holiday dinner on time.
I'm tracking the next round of wet weather. It's on the way tonight into Thanksgiving Day. I'll show you where to expect the rain and where you'll find snow in the first alert forecast.
And Spokane's new homeless outreach program is making an impact, connecting over 100 people to services while police address sidewalk camping. We followed a team on the front lines to see how it all works. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. And thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. Derek Dice has the week off. I'm joined by Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker. And Chris, we are tracking a lot of holiday travel.
A lot of holiday travel, and the worst of it is behind us. It was yesterday over the passes, and it doesn't mean we're going to stay dry, however. And right now, our big travel concern right around Spokane is the fog. It is dense out at Spokane International Airport, less than a quarter-mile visibility. We have the fog over the Spokane Arena right now. Our sunset was almost 2 hours ago. Our forecast radar shows that we are going to see some wet weather moving in, but in the form of rain this time. Here's Thursday, midnight, with our first little round of rain. That's, just a few hours from now, midnight. As we go through the early morning hours on Thursday, we start to see our next round of precipitation moving in. Possibility of a little bit of a rain-snow mix in some of the northern valleys, but accumulating snow will be up above 3,500 feet. It is going to be a rainy Thanksgiving Day in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. It will continue through the afternoon and then a little bit of a break as we get into Thursday night. Over the passes, you will run into some rain on Snoqualmie tomorrow, a little bit of a rain-snow mix Saturday, but fine on Sunday. In fact, fine over all the passes on Sunday. Only other trouble spots, Stevens Pass on Saturday could have a little bit of snow, and in the morning on Friday, Lookout Pass, some snow, and then the rest of the weekend will be in good shape. This evening, our forecast, again, dealing with that fog, but look at our temperatures. We're actually going to be increasing a little bit, so you shouldn't have to worry much about wet roads refreezing tonight. We'll be hovering just above freezing. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes, Kirsten.
All right, worst of it is behind us. Thanks, Chris. Already roads are jamming up, though, as everyone rushes to Thanksgiving gatherings or makes that frantic last dash for your pie. With AAA predicting around 82 million travelers this Thanksgiving, it is going to be chaotic for the next few days. But hey, it doesn't have to be. Let's turn it over to Hunter Bertram, who is live now with what you need to know for smooth sailing in the days ahead. Hunter.
Yeah, hey, Kirsten, I know you can hear how busy traffic has already gotten, but take a look. So many families heading to Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow night, or if you're like me after this newscast, to the store to get last-minute whipped cream for the pumpkin pie. Nevertheless, traveling in the holidays can be stressful. It can be challenging, and that's why we're trying to help you out and just make it a better experience over the next few days, and also so that your wallet doesn't end up as empty as a Thanksgiving plate.
Planes, trains, and automobiles. It's a travel frenzy in the inland Northwest for Thanksgiving.
I'm disgusted. I think the prices should go down.
Timothy Bunting just dropped $60 at the pump.
What would you have done with that $60 instead?
Spend it on the grandkids. That's what it's all about.
I asked how he saves money at the pump.
You have to make all your appointments on one day, go home, stay home, and then go again.
The key to saving money and your cool over the next few days, planning. Just like Timothy. Not just when you leave, but checking road conditions, flight statuses, and gas prices before you hit the road. Gas Buddy is a good tool to see how much a fill-up will cost you in your neighborhood. Gas Buddy also shows crossing into Idaho can save you about 70 cents per gallon. For flyers, it's going to get busy again right after Turkey Day, airport staff tells me. So keep notifications on and check the airport website for delays. You also need to watch out for fuel issues on the west side that could impact your connections. So check frequently the website of who you are flying with.
I'm flying out Monday, so just a rough,
How do you keep your cool in the airport?
music. Just look at the watch, get here early.
Ignore people.
Yeah.
Great tips, but don't ignore TSA. This weekend will be busy, so use tech to your advantage before you hit the road. Washington drivers, check out WashDOT's interactive map for real-time updates. Idaho folks, download the Idaho 511 app for the latest road conditions. Both of these tools also give you mountain pass conditions.
Right, and we've already done the groundwork for you. If you go onto your phone's app store and you download the 4 News Now First Alert weather app, you can get current conditions and weather alerts from our weather team that you need to know before hitting the road. Also, I've linked all of these resources on KXLY.com, so go and bookmark them, whether it's for the next few days or for next month. Christmas is just around the corner. For now, live in Spokane, I'm Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Great tips. Thank you, Hunter. Well, Thanksgiving hosts face expensive grocery bills, making proper leftover storage essential to avoid food waste. Consumer Reports tested various food storage options to help families preserve freshness and quality after the holiday feast. Vacuum sealers provide the most airtight storage, while traditional containers and storage bags offer practical alternatives for different needs and budgets.
Preserve freshness and quality foods. You really want to keep things airtight.
Consumer Reports recommends the Food Saver vacuum sealer for quick, easy use, and Zwillings vacuum containers that keep food fresh for 10 days. For immediate storage, Reynolds Pitmaster's Choice Foil and Stretch Tight plastic wrap performed best in testing. Experts recommend labeling and dating all containers for easy identification. For more product recommendations and food safety tips, head to KXLY.com. Once you're done putting away all the leftovers, many families will start thinking about checking things off their holiday gift list. And right now, business owners are gearing up for the start of the holiday shopping season.
Every single retail store in this city counts on Christmas sales to bring in the amount of money they usually get for the year.
We'll show you some of the incentives being offered to get you through the door here locally tonight at 6:30. Well, the city of Spokane says its new homeless outreach model has connected over 100 people with services in just the last month. Police have also handed out hundreds of citations to people camping on sidewalks. Derek Strom followed a homeless outreach team on foot to see how the new model works.
Homeless outreach teams are working across Spokane 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. These teams say most of the calls they respond to are from people calling 311, but they also work with Spokane police if needed. They bring backpacks with supplies like socks and an emergency blanket.
And we offer little snacks and beanies, hand warmers, gloves, just a little basics, just to let them know that we're here for them, and we want them to try to come get some help at our services and see what they can do.
The outreach teams say directing people to the Daytime Navigation Center on Cannon Street is the best way to get people the help they need. They're also picking people up to help them get there.
We honor, what's best for the person, but we can call the transportation line for the Navigation Center and have people picked up. We can do bus passes, and we can also transport too if that's what's needed.
The city's new homeless outreach model includes having 2 people in each police precinct around the city, and they'll have homeless outreach teams working 8 hours a day every day of the week. The city has put an emphasis on cracking down on people camping on sidewalks, especially downtown. Since October 28th, police have handed out hundreds of citations, and 63% were given in the downtown area. So far, police have made contact with nearly 600 people since the end of October, with people blocking sidewalks. Over 100 accepted services, and Catholic Charities hopes persistent contacts will help get people the help they need.
It helps with the relationships. It helps with the trust. It helps people know that we are there. We are available.
In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Well, anyone who lived in the area knows that the 90s were a dangerous time for women in Spokane. Among the victims of serial killer Robert Yates, 3 women murdered and dumped along the river. Murders that didn't match the MO of Yates. The women, all involved in sex work, were initially believed to be more of Yates' victims. But Yates' alibi was watertight. Detectives tracked many leads in the murders, interviewing many people, including a man by the name of Douglas Perry. But those leads dried up. Then, more than a decade later, police arrested Donna Perry for the murders. She pointed the finger at Douglas, but DNA doesn't lie. It's a case that will make your head spin and the focus of tonight's 509's Most Notorious Crimes, our true crime series that's debuting tonight at 7 on KXLY Plus. On your TV, you can watch the new episode commercial-free. Douglas or Donna, the Riverbank murders, one of 509's most notorious crimes. Still ahead here on 4 News Now at 6. If family gatherings leave you anxious or drained, you're not alone. The simple strategies a life coach says can help you stay grounded this holiday season. And one Spokane woman is turning her grief into action. See how Gabriel's Challenge is helping Spokane fight addiction and keep her son's legacy alive.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now is brought to you by Cal Cars in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene.
That was fun.
Yeah, but I can't find my phone.
Maybe try retracing your steps.
You know, what's this? Hello?
Find your phone yet?
I'm still thinking.
Don't let congestion take over. Afrin No Trip. Wow, ridiculously fast nasal congestion relief. The wow is real.
And now, try new drug-free Afrin Saline.
For the children and staff of Sacred Heart Children's Hospital, who are up there, we're going to bring a little Christmas joy down here for the annual lighting ceremony at Cowley Park. The 4 News Now Extreme team making spirits bright. Brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
Well, the holiday season is here, filled with shopping and celebration. But if you visit the Northtown Mall, you're going to see something unique, a community care kiosk. This space is run by Gabriel's Challenge, a coalition founded by a mom who lost her son to fentanyl earlier this year. This will be her first Thanksgiving without him. Alexandra Cohen-Yard shares how she turned her grief into a movement that is bringing the community together.
It's hard to miss these shining bright purple lights guiding you to the new Gabriel's Challenge Community Care Kiosk.
I feel like this is his legacy.
Katara Johnson-Jones lost her son Gabriel to fentanyl in March. She says Gabriel had a dream he shared with her before he passed away, a community that works together so no one slips through the cracks. Out of that came Gabriel's Challenge.
This moment of immense loss, and pain has now turned into a community movement.
Gabriel's challenge launched this summer, but just a few weeks ago, the coalition secured a space of its own.
This is our admin office, but it's also a self-service kiosk on the outside of this, and people can be able to walk up, they'll get community resources.
And one of the ways that is done is through these tablets right here. By just filling out basic information, someone can get access to all kinds of resources that are specifically available in their area. Visitors can also pick up Narcan or speak with volunteers about recovery resources.
It's important because sometimes you don't know where to start, and this space is designed to change that.
This is the first big holiday Johnson Jones is spending without her son, which brings many emotions. But seeing this space built on community donations that brings her son's dream to life also brings joy.
You know, if you could see this right now, you would be extremely proud.
The grand opening for the space is on December 2nd. In Spokane, Alexandra Cohen-Yarts, 4 News Now.
Well, Washington, along with 21 other states, all suing the Trump administration to block new SNAP restrictions for non-U.S. residents. New guidelines from the U.S. Department of Agriculture would make it so several groups of legal immigrants would no longer be eligible for federal food assistance. That includes those granted asylum or admitted into the country as refugees. According to the lawsuit, the new guidance incorrectly claims that individuals entering the country through humanitarian pathways would remain permanently ineligible for SNAP, even after getting a green card. The lawsuit says that federal status clearly states that refugees and other vulnerable legal immigrants are eligible for food assistance once they get a green card and meet standard program requirements. Washington Attorney General Nick Brown releasing a statement reading in part, quote, "Now without any warning or legal basis, USDA is trying to rip these benefits away from green card holders in our communities. We will fight this illegal move and protect SNAP for Washingtonians."
If you're laying out your running clothes for tomorrow's turkey trot, be sure to include a rain jacket. It will rain lightly in the morning, but things really start picking up about the time you may be finishing your jog. I'll be back with more wet weather and some colder weather for the weekend after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Hospitals.
This Black Friday, Wide World of Golf is doubling down on the savings from golf clothes to golf balls. We're teeing off the deals on the best brands like Callaway, Ping, and TaylorMade. This week at Wide World of Golf across from Northtown.
The Black Friday savings are on now at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores.
Get big holiday discounts throughout the store or enjoy no money down, no minimum purchase, 0 interest financing until 2030.
This week at Walker's.
In a town by the lake on a crisp winter night, holiday lights sparkle, a beautiful sight. A cruise to the North Pole, cocoa in hand, a feeling of joy throughout the land. Fireworks bursting, the grand Christmas tree, rooms with treats for both you and me. One December, I just might proclaim, let's move Christmas to Coeur d'Alene.
4 News Now and BECU are teaming up to welcome in some fun and friendly holiday spirit. Send us a picture of your pet decked out for the holidays, and you could win a $100 gift card to a local pet store courtesy of BECU. Details at KXLY.com/holidaypets.
If you've been in a motorcycle accident, the stakes are often big.
Big injuries, immense pain, and huge medical bills.
That's when you call Russell and Hill.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
Touchdown on savings at George Key Kia Spokane. We're clearing out all new 2025 Kias at huge discounts to make room for the new 2026 Kias on the way. Shop over 350 new Kias and score big. Locally owned, family operated, always exceeding your expectations with unbeatable deals and exceptional customer service. Don't miss this chance to save. Visit George Key Kia Spokane off I-90 and Liberty Lake, or shop anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
The only thing better than amazing deals and steals are Tori's amazing Black Friday deals and steals for you, and all with free shipping. It is on with Tori and Black Friday deals and steals, all with free shipping on Good Morning America.
Welcome back in. I heard Hunter say he needs to get some whipped cream for the pumpkin pie. I bet the grocery stores are they're a little busy tonight.
Oh, wait. I have things to attend to
You're
first.
Not leaving me yet. We're
That
together.
Sounds good. Pie sounds great,
That's
doesn't
right.
it? I would love a slice of pie right now. Settle in because the weather is going to take an unpleasant turn as we get into Thanksgiving. It's a good day to spend the day at home with your friends and family, or maybe just some good shows. There's lots of them on right now. Here's a look at live conditions. It is foggy in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Our temperatures are not going to change much over the next 12 hours. We're going to be holding steady in the mid-30s. In fact, even increasing a degree or two. 4 things to know about your weather. It is going to be a rainy Thanksgiving. Our snow level in general, this is a broad brush. Accumulating snow, you'll have to go above 3,500 feet. Mostly dry on Friday, and then we head into a colder weekend. Once again, rain starts getting going in the early morning, but really picks up as we get into mid-morning and early afternoon. That is going to continue through the day. Not an especially windy day. We'll be topping out at 41 for a high and then holding steady at that number for much of the day. That is above average. Our average high is in the upper 30s. We'll keep that rain going right on through Thursday evening and even into Friday morning. Highs around the region, mostly in the 40s around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, Spirit Lake and Deer Park, the exceptions. 42 in Meade, 43 in Spangle, 44 tomorrow in Coeur d'Alene. Around the region, some 30s in some of the northern valleys, 40s elsewhere, 52 degrees tomorrow in Lewiston. Our high temperature trend, we've got some cooler weather coming for the weekend with highs only in the 30s, but our average high is in the 30s, so we're not too far below average. And then 36 is average this time next week. That doesn't seem possible, but it is. Tracking our weather pattern, I'm going to start this off Thursday at 7 o'clock, almost 24 hours from now. We may get a little bit of an evening break, but more wet weather coming as we get into Friday morning. Here's Friday at 8 o'clock. That's the one time things might be tricky going over Lookout Pass with some snow there. But then we're going to stay dry, but in a northerly flow, we are going to cool down for the weekend. And then one weak disturbance Saturday at 5 o'clock will bring a little bit of light snow to the Cascade Passes, mostly Snoqualmie. And then we are left in this dry, cold northerly flow for Sunday. Sunday is going to be a fantastic day to travel with dry conditions across the region. We've got some rain in the morning on Friday, then Friday is dry. We stay dry through Sunday, possibly a little bit of snow back in the forecast Monday and Tuesday. I'll be back in the next half hour. It is Wildlife Wednesday, Kirsten.
Ooh, my favorite day of the week. Thank you, Chris. Well, still ahead, a new study breaks down the 5 eras of the human brain. We'll show you the ages where our minds change the most and what it means for your health. Next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Tee off in style at Circling Ravens' top-tier golf suites. Play more than 80 famous golf courses around the world. It's a hole-in-one for all skill levels. Visit CDACasino.com for details.
Winning is just the beginning.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything. In the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models.
See your local GMC dealer.
Landowners in the Inland Northwest know when it comes to power, performance, and reliability, nothing beats a Coyote tractor from Jordan Sales and Service. Family owned and trusted for over 25 years, Jordan Sales and Service helps you tackle any property with Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, UTVs, and skid steers built for real work. Our full-service parts and service department keeps your Coyote tractor running strong every season. Visit Jordan Sales and Service, your home for Coyote tractors and unbelievable hometown service.
The fireside is blazing bright as we're caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be so special for you and me. Yes, it will, baby. Yeah. Merry Christmas, happy holidays.
Don't let congestion take over. Afrin No Trip. Wow. Ridiculously fast nasal congestion relief. The wow is real.
And now, try new drug-free Afrin.
The holiday musical Need a Little Christmas is a joyful tradition for family and friends. The live show includes a Radio City kickline, a military tribute, and a nativity conclusion. Need a Little Christmas, December 5th through the 22nd at the Kroc Center.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. And want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
Around the nation tonight, investigators believe it was a targeted attack when a man opened fire on 2 National Guard members in Washington, D.C. According to ABC News, investigators believe the suspect may have been from Afghanistan and immigrated to the United States back in 2021. Both victims were members of the West Virginia National Guard. Initially, the West Virginia governor said they had died, but then walked back that statement, saying he received conflicting information and both were in critical condition. We know that they are still alive tonight. The suspected gunman was also shot and taken to the hospital. There's no word yet on his condition or a possible motive. This is still a developing story. We will update you as we learn more. In news for your health tonight, a new study is shedding light on the human brain and how it matures as we age. It turns out the adolescent period may be more important than we originally thought. ABC's Lionel Moise explains.
A new study giving a closer look into how our brains develop as we age.
Welcome to the Eras Tour.
While this was not sponsored by the Swifties, researchers found the brain has 5 eras that are split by 4 turning points where the wiring and organization of our brain shifts. It happens at these ages: 9, 32, 66, and 83.
We're sort of taking a Taylor Swift approach to brain development. The brain is constantly remodeling itself, improving itself, fine-tuning its connections.
From when we're born to when we're 9, scientists say we're in the childhood phase where gray and white matter grow rapidly. Next, the adolescence phase that lasts until about 32, which is longer than researchers previously thought. That's when communication networks are refined, leading to better cognitive performance. Scientists stress during this phase, it doesn't mean people in their 20s act like teens, but it is a major period of change.
The brain is undergoing a general pattern of reorganization and development, but certainly adolescence, as it pertains to our biology and our bodies and our psychological development, remains the same. This also happens to be the years where a lot of mental health problems start to declare themselves. So I think that gives us a new sort of direction in terms of the research on this.
Adulthood is from our early 30s to 60s, and scientists say this is the biggest shift when the brain starts to stabilize with a possible plateau in intelligence and personality. Then at age 66, we start the early aging phase, followed at 83 with the late aging phase, both showing a decrease in brain connectivity. Scientists say this study, which looked at brain scans of thousands of people, could help research more ways to keep our minds healthy.
Doctors say we already know some ways to improve brain health, including exercising, eating healthy, sleeping, managing stress, and maintaining healthy relationships. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
Well, do you usually feel stuffed after that Thanksgiving feast? We'll show you the simple things you can do to prevent post-turkey misery. And shoppers are out in full force right now. Spokane stores are competing hard for your business. We'll show you the Black Friday deals and local incentives designed to bring you through their doors.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
The Black Friday savings are on now at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores.
Get big holiday discounts throughout the store or enjoy no money down, no minimum purchase, 0 interest financing until 2030.
This week at Walker's.
We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
Thinking of updating my kitchen?
Yeah?
Yes. This year, we are finally updating our kitchen, doing subway tile and an ivory or eggshell. Cream, maybe bone. Don't get me started on quartz. Big island. You ever heard of a waterfall county?
For everyone who talks about doing that
And
thing,
over there,
but never does that thing,
sweet little breakfast nook.
Chase has financial guidance.
See how you can start saving to make this happen. Really?
Really?
Really.
At home or in person.
You could also check out a Chase Money Skills workshop.
That's guidance from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
This Black Friday, Wide World of Golf is doubling down on the savings from golf shoes to golf bags. We're teeing off the deals on the best brands like Callaway, Ping, and TaylorMade. This week at Wide World of Golf across from Northtown.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford Crew, Black Friday.
Initiating great time to buy Sequence.
Black Friday deals engaged.
Ford SUVs are go.
Bronco family built wild. It's go time.
Built Ford tough trucks are a go.
And go.
What's that one do?
Oh, you'll see.
This is how you do Black Friday.
Now through December 1st, get a low payment lease on Bronco, Bronco Sport, or Ranger, or get a $1,000 Amazon gift card with lease or purchase. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
It's been wet for most of the day, and I keep thinking about the snow that we saw after the 11 o'clock newscast last night.
Yes.
It's nice that most of that has melted.
Well, it depends on your opinion.
True. For the drivers.
Yeah, good point. Yes, for the drivers, we are in good shape right now. Let's take a live look over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Now, the roads are wet, and occasionally we've had a little mist coming out of the low cloud and fog deck. But in terms of actual precipitation, we're getting a little bit of a break. That is coming later tonight, though. Sunset tonight was at 3 minutes after 4. It only gets 5 minutes earlier. Earliest sunset in Spokane is at 5:58. It is 35 degrees right now in Spokane, and that's as cool as we are going to get. We will actually see that temperature increasing a little bit, but really just holding steady in the mid-30s. We're right at the dew point in Spokane, and we've got fog. Visibility is down less than a quarter of a mile at the airport in Spokane. It is down to a mile at Fairchild Air Force Base. It's nice and thick through downtown Spokane right now. Elsewhere, some patchy fog. We'll start to see that being less of an issue as the rain gets underway. We have a chance of showers as early as 9 o'clock 11 o'clock, our odds start to pick up, but really they don't get going until tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., a 60% chance of rain, and temperatures at that time, as I mentioned, will be holding steady in the mid-30s. We're heading up to a high of 41 degrees. The best chance of rain is, well, most of the day. And the morning is our best chance to stay dry, but things will pick up in the afternoon and really get going in the evening. 38 is our average high. I'll be back with some Wildlife Wednesday photos and your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes, Kirsten.
All right, thank you, Chris. Well, for many, holiday spending begins on Black Friday. So as consumers prepare to get out their wallets, stores are preparing for the holiday rush. Madeline Mullins shares how Spokane shops are getting ready and what's being done to ensure some of that holiday spending goes toward local businesses.
It's the merriest and most expensive time of the year.
Well, it always does bring more customers in on those days.
The National Retail Federation estimates Americans will spend $1 trillion this holiday season, and that spending begins with Black Friday sales. So stores are doing what they can to compete for those consumers' attention and money.
And yes, that's what all Black Friday people are trying to do is, we are all competing to get the customers for the Christmas sales.
For some small businesses, that competition means pulling out all the stops.
The first 200 customers to come at 9 a.m. will get a free swag bag full of all sorts of different coupons, discount cards, stickers, just a lot of different goodies from a number of different small businesses from downtown.
On Small Business Saturday, the Downtown Spokane Partnership is giving away these swag bags and hosting book signings and pop-up shops inside Annie's bookstore. Here at Wonders of the World, they're offering a similar deal.
We have a raffle for 2 items, one for each day, which were retail $600, and they're being given away free.
It's all part of an effort to get people to spend money locally.
Supporting small business is so important to keeping those dollars in the community. Day in and day out, these business owners are doing so much for our community here locally.
That support and those sales are what some of these stores depend on.
Every single retail store in this city counts on Christmas sales to bring in the amount of money they usually get for the year. So yes, we're counting on it.
So this holiday season, when the options are endless, these local stores hope their sweet deals are enough to make you stop in. In Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
And tomorrow, the Salvation Army will once again be providing free home-cooked meals for anyone who needs one. The Salvation Army expects about 400 people to walk through their doors tomorrow. But to make sure that everyone gets fed, it takes a lot of good people deciding to donate their time. So today, one Cub Scout troop decided to lend a hand.
The Cub Scout troop is decorating, and they're setting up all the silverware and really just making this an inviting setting for everyone that's going to come. And this is going to be a packed room tomorrow.
The Salvation Army will be serving meals between noon and 2 p.m. at its location right off of East Indiana Avenue. Some families won't be carving up a turkey this year. Instead, they are adopting them. Nonprofit organizations from California to Massachusetts offer turkey adoptions as an alternative to the traditional holiday meal. Animal sanctuaries view the adoptions as a protest against factory farming conditions. Out of Colorado Sanctuary, families can sponsor a turkey for $25, providing a holiday feast for their feathered friend.
Every year around Thanksgiving, we really highlight our turkey residents that you can sponsor. They are capable of creating those bonds of friendship with human beings, with each other, with other species, and I think it's important that we recognize that.
The adoptions are symbolic only, with donations supporting turkey care at sanctuaries. Adopters receive photos of their sponsored turkeys to display at Thanksgiving dinner instead of serving the traditional main course. Rescued turkeys receive holiday treats like butternut squash and pumpkin pie. Well, most of us tend to overeat during Thanksgiving, but it can make you feel a little tired and put a damper on the celebration. Rob King explains what you can do before, during, and after the meal to help with holiday bloat.
On Thanksgiving, if you tend to feel as stuffed as the turkey, you're not alone.
We often use food as a celebration, and overeating is a typical thing that people might do that day.
Dr. Sarah Sams with the American Academy of Family Physicians says preparing for a heavy holiday meal starts with breakfast. Eat something small, but don't skip this meal. We tend to overeat with an empty stomach. Next, Sam says to eat slowly. Space out different parts of the meal over a period of time so you're not eating as much all at once.
Make sure that you put your fork down between bites so that you're actually taking time to digest and to let your body catch up and your brain to catch up with that sense of feeling full.
Staying hydrated is also key. Sam says it helps our metabolism and digestive system as you go into a meal. And while the turkey may make you tired, she says don't give in to the temptation to take a nap.
Especially after eating a big meal, if you lay down, you're more likely to have acid reflux and have difficulty digesting.
Instead, Sam suggests taking a light walk or some modest exercise, but avoid strenuous activities.
Your digestive system is taking a lot of the blood flow to help with digesting the food. So if you divert that blood flow to muscles to do a big activity like a run or a strenuous exercise after eating, then you won't digest your food as well and may cause more digestive problems.
For 4 News Now, I'm Rob King.
Now, this Friday, after you finish the Thanksgiving leftovers, you can head to Coeur d'Alene for the annual tree lighting celebration. The festivities start at 5 with a parade down Sherman Avenue. At 6, they'll flip the switch on 1.5 million lights along the resort and lake. And don't go anywhere. The fireworks show follows just after, around 6:15. Well, the Gonzaga Bulldogs take on Michigan for the Players Era Festival crown.
We have a full preview on what to expect in this huge matchup, what the Zags have to do to overcome one of the best front courts in the nation. We have it all right after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by STCU, here for good. The Tin Roof Black Friday sale, up to 90% off store-wide. Two days only, November 28th and 29th. The Tin Roof.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
For memories you can't make online.
Experience the magic of the holidays at River Park Square.
The Tin Roof Black Friday sale, up to 90% off store-wide. Two days only, November 28th and 29th. The Tin Roof.
Sing in the magic of the season with CMA Country Christmas. Country music's brightest stars perform your favorite holiday songs.
Merry Christmas.
CMA Country Christmas, Tuesday on ABC.
How to turn basic Thanksgiving dishes into something special.
Zhuzh it up a little bit.
Zhuzh it up? Can you believe this is stovetop stuffing?
I cut up carrots, celery, onion.
Wow. Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
The Gonzaga Bulldogs earned their spot in the Players Era Festival Championship in a matchup with the number 7 Michigan Wolverines, the toughest on paper matchup so far this season. Michigan is 6-0 this year with tight wins over Wake Forest and TCU, but blossomed so far in Vegas, blowing out San Diego State and number 21 Auburn this week, that Auburn game last night. On the current schedule, this is the best front court the Zags will face all season. Yaxel Lingenborg and 7'3" Ade Mara anchor remain elite at inside scoring and defense. They help Michigan average over 60% from 2 on offense. And get this, they hold their opponents to just 35% from 2. Michigan does have a weaker turnover-prone backcourt, so players like Tyon Grant-Voster and Mario Saint-Exupéry can potentially get around them. So now the Zags just tipped off against the Wolverines, or maybe just quite yet, but looks like they haven't yet. It's still 0-0. Gonzaga hasn't had anything yet happen in this game. They're running a little bit behind in some of these games because they're all playing one after another in the same arena, so that score still is nothing. They have not started yet. We're going to have these championship highlights coming up tonight on 4 News Now Nightside. And Washington State fell 75-61 to the Seton Hall Pirates earlier in the Maui Invitational. Third-place game today. A.J. Staten-McRae torching the Cougs with a 20-point performance, shooting well above 50% from the field. The Cougs shot just 21% from deep and again allowed their opponent to make over half their shots from the field. The 5th time this season a Coug foe has scored at that high of a clip. We're going to have these highlights from another great Hards Vavard and Ace Glass performance that's coming up on Nightside. And for Gonzaga women's basketball star, redshirt freshman Laura Whitaker just shines in this new look front court. We sat down with her to talk about her first collegiate role and how the team is looking so far this early season. Lauren Whitaker is ready to etch her mark in the Gonzaga lore.
It was amazing. It was so good to be back on the court. I mean, I can't explain it. But just to be in the moment, I think it's so different when you're on the court and you're just feeling all the emotions and the game just kind of takes over.
She arrived to Gonzaga from New Zealand, the 6'3" forward, the only representative from her home nation to play in the NBA Basketball Without Borders Global Camp, and she promptly earned MVP.
Just coming here and experiencing for myself the culture and the community around Gonzaga was just something that you just get goosebumps every time. You know, it's a feeling that you can't kind of get rid of.
Whitaker learned under Zags legend Yvonne Ejim last season, redshirting and absorbing the wealth of knowledge from the all-time program leading scorer.
I think that really helped me with my leadership, just understanding that everyone's different and how you apply those tools is different to every person. I think that's probably what's going to help us in the long run, is if we can connect together and treat each other like individuals, not as one collective that thinks the same.
Following Ejim's departure, Whitaker filled the open Zags front court with the team-high 17 points and 8 rebounds per game, plus elite defense.
I don't know how long it's going to take, but she's going to be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. We have her guarding interior players right now. She could very easily guard any of their guards as well. She's just that capable as a defender. She's a really good player. She's a great add to our team, and I think she's going to be an important part of what we do, each game and for a long time.
Paired with an electric backcourt of Allie Turner and Inesh Betancourt, Whitaker has an even higher ceiling to grow.
It's very helpful as a big because, you don't feel like you're getting double teamed or like you're, being held down low. They've obviously got to mark those point guards as well.
Gonzaga next plays in the Coconut Hoops tournament in Fort Myers, Florida. Game 1, that's Friday against Indiana. Should be fun to continue to watch Lauren grow and become perhaps another Zags legend in the making.
Yeah,
that way.
I would have loved to go see her. My mom lives right near Fort Myers in Naples, Florida, so.
But it's a little warmer there.
Yeah, I think it's in the 80s. Oh. I think they're going to enjoy their trip out there.
Just too much.
All right, thanks, Jack. Well, the holidays are a time supposed to be filled with joy, but for many, family, friends, or even work gatherings can bring stress, guilt, and pressure to please everyone. Michael Yoshida shares tips to try and protect your peace and preserve your energy this holiday season.
This time of year can trigger people-pleasing habits that can leave you drained, anxious, and just not feeling like yourself. So we spoke with a life coach for tips on how to try and navigate those emotions and dynamics during the holidays.
As many Hollywood films show,
no politics on Thanksgiving.
Heading home for the holidays.
The point I was making, Joanne, if I might make my own point,
can turn a time of joy into one of stress and emotional outbursts.
I think we've all experienced that. All of a sudden, you're like, why am I being a jerk?
Life coach Bea Albina says gathering with family and friends can trigger old codependency and people-pleasing habits, leading to anxiety and not acting like yourself.
It's a lot of pressure on us to be who we have come to believe they want us to be, and not necessarily to be ourselves.
Planning ahead and understanding what's likely to happen and how you'll react or respond can help. Getting your mind set as well as your body's nervous system balanced and ready for what may be thrown your way.
If you walk in dysregulated, meaning your nervous system's a hot mess, your nervous system thinks you're 13 and not 33 or 43, then every little comment's going to feel like death by 1,000 cuts.
Albine offers this for calming your nerves.
Simply looking around and naming the things you can see. And I like to add a phrase that's supportive. For me, it's, I am safe enough.
And for family or friends who always seem to make a comment, try this.
Practice saying, oh. And like legit just leave it hanging there. And that stare, that moment of I'm not engaging any further is a quiet and simple way to stay on your side of the street in your dignity, in your integrity.
And for those kinds of interactions, Albine offered this way of thinking about it. Just because someone hands you the rope doesn't mean you need to play tug of war. In Washington, Michael Yoshida.
Good information there. Well, here's someone who made it through the Thanksgiving season in fine shape. Extreme close-up of a turkey from our friend Mark Boat. There's a lot going on there that you don't see from a distance. A lot of hair and colors, and that's quite a look, too. My goodness, I have more pictures for you and your 7-day forecast coming right up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hurry to our Black Friday sale and save up to $17,000 off or 0% APR on new 25 GMC Sierra 1500 Denali's. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
The pain level was over 10, and my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports there. It was the first time that I had no pain.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
3 women murdered in Spokane in 1990. It took 20 years to catch the killer, and when they did,
Mr. Perry became Ms. Perry.
The Riverbank murders, one of the 509's most notorious crimes.
Tonight at 7 on KXLY Plus. Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
So happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Now well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Plus, Costco executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At NeuroStim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
It's been called the after-dinner dip, a food coma. No matter how you treat postprandial somnolence, you're ready for a serious sleep upgrade.
During the 4-day Black Friday super sale at Denver Mattress.
That's 4 days where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or get up to $500 off select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and score a $300 gift. Plus, get 60 months no-interest financing and free shipping.
The 4-day Black Friday super sale only at Denver Mattress.
Hurry to our Black Friday sale and save up to $11,750 off or 0% APR on new 26 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevations. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Book your stay and play getaway today at Mistaqua.com.
Hooray for Wildlife Wednesday. I have some beautiful photos to share with you. Isn't this sweet? Mama Moose and her calf just enjoying the scene there. This is from my dear friend Daniel Rose, and who was very happy to find these two taking up residence for a while in his backyard in North Spokane. And they look very content there, like that's just where they should be. Marty Stowe shared this photo of a gorgeous fox. Isn't she pretty, he or she? Look at the little paws. They're so sweet. Thank you, Marty. One final photo here from Sherry Gwynn, who spotted Ariel. It's not just any bald eagle at Lake Coeur d'Alene. This is a photographer favorite. She is a ham. She's been coming back for 4 years. She knows where the photographers like to hang out, and she will pose as long as the shutters are clicking. But Sherry, this is a beautiful photo. Thank you. We had our first official snow in Spokane. We got right at a ½ inch officially at the airport. You may have had more at your house, particularly if you're in Newman Lake or up in parts of North Spokane. It was tough to measure, though, because it did start to melt just about as fast as it reached its peak with the warmer weather that we had today. Our forecast radar shows the next round of wet weather coming in late tonight. We'll start with a sprinkle or two late evening, early into the overnight. Tomorrow morning, we may get a nice break. Here's 8 a.m. If you're heading out the door early, you could start off with dry conditions unless you're in Moses Lake or Omak. And then the rain really picks up as we get into late morning and early afternoon, and will continue through early evening. Here's 8 o'clock Thursday with a break for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, but rain over the Palouse and in the Columbia Basin, and then more rain through Friday morning. But by 8 o'clock, we have the last gasp of the wet weather with some snow in the central panhandle, and then we dry out for the rest of the day. High temperatures tomorrow will be in the 40s in most locations around the region, so we are looking at rain and not snow, and then we are dry Saturday and Sunday and cooler, possibly a little bit of snow early next work week.
All right, and before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
The Walker's Furniture Black Friday sale is here. Get huge store-wide savings and incredible doorbuster deals.
Plus, save up to $900 on top name brand mattress sets. Upgrade your living room, refresh your dining space, or create the bedroom you've always wanted just in time for the holidays.
Or take home what you love today with no money down, no minimum purchase, 0 interest financing until 2030. With extended store hours, bring home comfort, style, and savings during the Black Friday sale at Walker's.
It's Christmas in November this week at both Cal locations in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene, where we are lowering prices on all 4-wheel drives, lifted and loaded half-ton and 3/4-ton trucks, as well as delayed payments until next year.
Plus, we're giving away a new set of WeatherTech floor mats with every purchase. So you can get a new reliable vehicle for winter at big savings and delayed payments, and still have money left over for Christmas.
Out here, no one hands you anything. Every log milled, every board stacked. That's all you. And your checking account should work just as hard. Ascend Checking from P1FCU earns you 3.5% APY with no monthly fees. No gimmicks, just rewards for the work you're already doing. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
This Black Friday, Wide World of Golf is doubling down on the savings from golf clothes to golf balls. We're teeing off the deals on the best brands like Callaway, Ping, and TaylorMade. This week at Wide World of Golf across from Northtown.
If you're not regularly treating your septic tank, you're risking a backup and significant repairs. Use Rid-X once a month. Simply add and flush to reduce monthly waste buildup by up to 20% and help prevent backups. Try Rid-X.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models.
See your local GMC dealer.
4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical.
It is going to be a soggy Thanksgiving, rain lingering through Friday morning, and then nice weekend. It's going to be cool, but good travel conditions.
Yeah, much nicer weekend than the beginning of it. But as long as you're having a little bit of time off, I think everybody's okay.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be fine. I'm thinking about the turkey trot.
Are you going to do it?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. Just like I say every year, I'm going to do it. This might be, I mean, the weather's not on my side, but that's probably not going to happen. I'm going to eat a lot, though. I'm going to eat a lot. I can promise
just
you
as
that.
good.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk more about this at 11. Join us.